I'm becoming a real technical wizard. I've actually got Facebook Live and Instagram Live at the same time, and I did it all myself. How does it get better than this? So, I wanted to jump on today and chat about Talk to the Entities class that I have coming up. A lot of times people are scared of this topic, even though it kind of pulls their attention and it kind of twinkles out there, and you're like, oh, what is that? Oh, I don't think I want to do that, you know? But what I've found is that it is so empowering. It is so different than what people think. And rather than being afraid and putting up the walls and the barriers to all the entities that are there, whether we want to know it or not, um, it's so much more empowering to actually learn the tools and find out what you know and how you can deal with it instead of being afraid. So I wonder if anybody has any questions. I'm not sure I can see the questions on Facebook, but I could on Instagram if anybody's on Instagram. Let's see. Somebody that looks like Barat. Hi, Barat. How are you? Talking about ghosts, entities, entity awareness. How many of you have, walked down the street somewhere and there's like this dark, kind of gloomy energy around something, and you get that creepy feeling and you're like, all right, I'm out of here. Well, what if part of that creepy feeling is your awareness of entities, ghosts, spirits, something? But it's not always something that you want to run away from, because there are many times that people have interactions with spirits that are there to contribute, to help you find money, receive gifts, all kinds of things. And some people have awarenesses of entities that show up like aches and pains in their body. And because they have that wall up and they don't really want to know, oh, I don't want to know about this, all the doctors, all the medical stuff doesn't work because it has nothing to do with the normal, this reality stuff. It's actually your body giving you an awareness of something that's beyond this reality that you don't see. So instead of pushing that away, turning away from it, running away from it, if you actually turn towards this ability and recognize it's an ability and not a problem, your whole life gets easier. Your body relaxes. The aches and pains go away, sometimes instantly. And the times when you have all those thoughts in your head and you're like, I don't even know why I'm thinking this. Sometimes that's entities too. And you can clear it really, really simply and easily instead of bracing and barricading against it or being at the effect of it or having to take drugs or alcohol or something to get rid of it. That doesn't really work. So I'm inviting you, instead of being scared, instead of turning away, to actually turn towards, to actually step into being curious. What do you know? And what tools can make it easier for you to handle, receive, communicate, clear, and cooperate with entities. And that's what the Talk to the Entities beginning class is all about. You learn how to clear, you learn how to communicate, you learn how to receive, and you learn how to cooperate. And what shows up in your life is something that you have no clue is possible but it's way beyond anything that you can imagine. The peace, the ease, the bliss, the money, whatever it is, it's awesome. So I'm inviting you to consider it. Don't be scared. Be scary. Be one of those people that acknowledges that spirits are there. And there's lots and lots of people crossing over right now, way more than normal. And there's a lot of people visiting. I get a lot of entities visiting me. And sometimes it doesn't make any sense why they're coming to me, except for the fact that I can receive them, I guess. And they do pay me. I tell them I'm not going to help unless you pay me. And they do. This is something I learned from Shannon O'Hara, the creator of Talk to the Entities. She was really adamant, like, hey, I hear you, and I'm not going to help you unless you pay me. So I started using that, and I get the weirdest things showing up. People, like, I met somebody online and we were hanging out a little bit, and he told me about his mom who had died a few years ago. And one morning I was getting ready to go to hang out with him, and one morning I got this entity awareness sign that sometimes to me it's like this pain in my neck and shoulders, almost like they're squeezing, like, hey, I'm here. And the more I ignore it, the stronger it gets. So I'm like, okay, is this an entity? I used my questions. I asked, do you want to be cleared? Do you want to be communicated with? Like, what's going on? And I found out it was a she. I found it's like your knowing shows you in these little light whispers, and you just kind of go with it. So I knew it was his mother, and she had a message for him. And I'm like, okay, well, I'll try. I'll give him the message, but you have to pay me. And so we were hanging out, and I sort of forgot about it until he mentioned something, and he was like, I'm really upset because my mom never did this one thing for me. She always held this away. And I said, actually, she came to me this morning and she had a message for you. And she was really sorry. She was sorry that she didn't do that for you. She was sorry that she didn't give that to you. And I didn't know what it was until you started mentioning. And it just gave this relief, And then when I went home, I can't remember how that was paid for, but there was like some surprise of a big order or something else came to me that meant money, and it was hundreds of dollars or more. I can't remember exactly for this particular one, but I've done this several times in the last couple of years since I became a Talk to the Entities facilitator, and they're great. Like, when you deliver a message and the person receives it, it's like that in itself is a gift, because the relief in their world, the change that it creates is amazing on both parts, the person here and the spirit. But also the money that comes afterwards is it's like this residual gift, the gift that keeps on giving. And there's a lot of people who are having sudden deaths right now. One of my sister's best friends just lost her mother, just like boom. She was pretty healthy, and something happened and she just left. And there was a lot of unsaid, unspoken conversations that could be nice for them to have. But it's like, is it too late, or can they still have them? And it's not necessarily up to you going to a psychic and putting your faith and belief and trust in them. What if you were empowered to know that you can communicate? You can choose this. You can receive it yourself. And what would that create for you in your life? So I invite you to check it out. It's really cool. It's really easy. And my next class is coming up tomorrow at this time. It's going to be on Zoom, and it's 3 hours a day for 4 days. And you get a manual, and we do exercises, and we clear all the places where fear and false beliefs and all of this stuff gets in the way of it being easy and fun and actually nurturing and peaceful to your body and your soul. So I invite you to check it out. I'll post the link. There's a link in my profile. It's on my website, julietoutonenergy.com. And come and play. How much fun can we have? And how much money can it make you? Thanks for watching. Share with your friends. I think the only prerequisite is having a bars class. So, time to choose.